The IRS is knocking at your door. You got to make $10,000 in the next 10 days, or you're screwed, or the transmission broke in your car. And if you don't get it fixed, you can't get to work and you're not going to earn your paycheck. In reality, in this video, I'm going to show you how if I needed to make $10,000 in the next 10 days, this exact process is the process I would take every single time that I was in a bind. Now, this reminds me back in 1998 when I owed about $10,000 to a bookie placing bets like an idiot that I was. Now, I'm dating myself because I was a senior in high school and I was gambling money that I didn't have, and my back was against the wall, and I would walk across the street to my neighbor's house and place bets with his bookie. He was only about 10 years older than I was. NFL games, when March Madness was started, I was like gung-ho about placing as many bets as possible. Man, we used to look at the lines in the newspapers. I know you youngsters have no idea what I'm talking about, but there was no online gambling. So when you would place a bet, it would be with a bookie, and you would place a bet, and it didn't matter if you had the money or not. They would take your bet, and then they would come to your house and do what they had to do to collect their money if you didn't pay them. Well, that would have been the situation that I was in. But humans find a way to think outside the box when their back is against the wall or they're in trouble. And that's why in this video, I want to give you a real process rather than doing what I had to do, which was cash in bonds at the time. That was the only money that I had. I couldn't go to my parents. I mean, I could have, but they would have killed me. And I was embarrassed, right? So I thought outside the box. I was like, man, I have like a whole shoebox worth of bonds that I could cash. And if you're young, you have no idea what that is. I'm not gonna get into it in this video, but I had about 6,000 or 7,000. I owed about that amount of money. And, I didn't have a process back then. Matter of fact, I was like, all I would do is gamble, go to school, and, play cards with my buddies. I did have like a job that made me like barely anything. I don't even remember what that job was. I think I worked on a golf course or something. Oh, caddying. I was caddying. And so what I want to do today is I want to show you, if I knew back then and I didn't have the bonds to save me, even if I was that age, this is the exact process that I would take. And I'm going to go through it on my King whiteboard. So I have this listed out day 1, 2, 3, 4, and all the way to day 10. Okay. And I'm going to share with you the steps that I would take if I had to get this done, and I had to get this done fast. And what these steps basically look like is that on day 1, obviously, because I'm in the agency space, I want to solve a problem for local businesses. One problem only. I'm not going to go to a local business. Even though I know how to do many different services, I'm only going to offer them one service and solve one problem for them. Now, you may say, James, oh, it's so easy to say just walk into a local business. Well, the reality is it's going to come down to day 2 and what you're actually offering them, because you could have a 80 or 90% close rate if your offer is correct. So we'll talk about that in just a second. And so how should I find these local businesses? Well, like I said, you could walk in, right? You could ask around family, friends, or you could post a message that I have all over. I talk about this all the time. Dozens and dozens, hundreds of our students have posted this special Facebook message on their Facebook and have landed many clients and booked many appointments just by letting your friends and family know what you actually do or can do. Okay, we call this prospecting. This is where all agencies go wrong. They don't prospect enough. The person who makes the most amount of offers always makes the most amount of money. If you don't talk to enough people, you're not going to land clients, and you're not going to make any money in this business or in any business, okay? So day 2 is we're going to talk about the offer. And what we're going to be doing is offering a free trial that solves one problem with one service. My recommendation is reputation management, helping them get more reviews online. I'm not going to get into why that's so important in this video, but the reality is this one service is very easy to run with GoHighLevel. If you don't know what GoHighLevel is, it's a tool that we use to run our entire agency through. And if you stay until the end, I'll share with you how you can get access to everything I actually talk about and all the details of training this, and how you can get it for free just by getting on a trial to GoHighLevel. So that's day 2. We're going to do the service for free. Okay, you're going to swallow your pride and you're going to say,
I don't have enough proof. Now, if you have proof, it's even better. You could probably do this quicker. But if you don't have any proof that what you do works, do it for free, and it removes the risk off of the person that you're going to do it with, as well as it's going to remove the risk off of you, just in case you fail at actually giving them the results that you're selling them on. Day 3, we have to spend some time to set it up and run this trial and get the results that we need. Okay, we're gonna use GoHighLevel. If you're not using GoHighLevel, you are absolutely crazy. GoHighLevel is the all-in-one tool that we use to run everything from 2-page sites and funnels and funnel builders and websites and reputation management, CRMs, and so on and so forth. Don't worry about that. We're running the trial on day 3. On day 4, and by the way, if you've run this, you're going to get results for your client in a day. But let's just add another extra day if you're brand new. We're going to continue to run this trial, set up, and we're going to run it through GoHighLevel. We're going to get them more reviews for their business. That's what we're going to do. That's what we promised. Okay, so now we're on day 5. So day 5, we need to get back on the phone with that client who agreed to do this free trial with, okay? It's not very difficult to get on the phone with a local business owner when you have good results to show them, and they're gonna see the results coming in to, on their Google business profile with getting more reviews, okay? When we run trials, this is a result-based trial. So you can get on the phone after getting 2, 3, 4, 5-star reviews for your client on the same day. Okay, you can text them, you can call them and say, hey, are you seeing all these 5-star reviews? And let's shorten the sales process. But let's say on day 5 that we're gonna go over the trial results, we got great results for them, and we're gonna offer them a monthly charge of $597 plus $1,000 setup. Now, give or take some money. If you can remove this setup, cool, okay? But that just means that we need to sell more of these. If we could get a setup fee out of them, and I'll tell you how to do it, if you could get a setup fee out of them, the cool thing is that now we just need less clients. We want less clients. I want everybody to think about this. The least amount of clients you have, the more you charge them, the better job you can do. It is very important to get that in your mind. I know everybody has this whole SaaS play, $97 a month, I'm gonna go land 100 clients, but 99% of you probably haven't even landed one client yet, okay? So this is what we're gonna charge them. Now, why would they take this offer? Well, they're gonna take this offer because we have gotten them results, okay? Now, obviously, this is a process, okay? It may not go exactly as planned, but as long as you play the numbers, you'll get the yeses, okay? The more trials you do, the more yeses you get. My trial closing rate, when I used to get on the phone and close these trials, is 80%. Like, I've closed these people because I'm delivering them the results first. This is all about results first. They don't have to spend any money until I get them results. Now, how do I get this setup fee? Well, the best way to do this is I call this AI, well, I don't call it, the GoHighLevel calls it AI response reviews, basically, where I can plug in and I tell the business owner, hey, I'm gonna be getting you a massive amount of 4 to 5-star reviews. Google needs to see that you're replying to them. Do you have time to reply to them? Not really. Is your secretary gonna reply to them, or do you want me to add AI to it and have them reply to all of your 4 and 5-star reviews? And even if you get bad star reviews, they're great replies. Show them an example of it. You can go in to GoHighLevel and run an example of it. And that's how I can get a setup fee. Now, you can do 1,000, you can do 500, you can do 400, whatever it is, but you could get more money in faster. All right, day 6, I'm gonna get back on the phone with them here, okay? When I get back on the phone with them the next day, I'm gonna now ask them for a referral. Because they're so happy with me, they got the results, my price is pretty good. I mentioned AI, which is a buzz term for everybody. Is there anybody else that you can recommend that would benefit from what I've already done for you? Now, a lot of people like to be the first into something, right? And then they like to brag to other people. So if they feel that what you've done is a great thing, they'll be more than happy to refer you to a friend or a family member, or obviously not a competitor, but somebody that a lot of local business owners know a lot of local business owners, okay? So try to get 3 names out of them, okay? They are a warm referral, and we want to get now that referral, we want to call them and say, hey, I was recommended by John Smith over at HVAC Plumbing and Heating. We just set up something great for him to help him get more 4 to 5 star reviews. You're more than happy to call him, but you have some time right now to talk about it, right? Now, again, this is the process. You may not get them on day 6. I'm sharing with you a process. You may not get them on day 6. You may get them earlier. You may get them later, okay? And so we're gonna repeat the process, and we're gonna duplicate what I just did for Joe Schmo down the street who paid me $597 plus $1,000, and we're gonna repeat the process. And because we've already done this before, don't know if I need to come over here, because we've already done this before, it's very simple now, so we could set up and run the trial in 1 day. We've already done it, we know how to do it, and if you know how to do it even right now, then you can even collapse this time frame as well. And so now we're going to do it again. Now, while we're running this trial, we're waiting a day and we're now calling client number 1, okay? And we're going to try to sell them more services, all right? We're going to sell them lead generation, depending on what their niche is. We're going to sell them SEO. We're going to package our prices and try to sell them at $2,500 a month. Now, this is going to depend on the niche that you're going after, but somebody like a dentist or a chiropractor or a lawyer, even an HVAC guy, they can afford $2,500. Again, guys, this is the process. Give or take 7 days, remove 7 days, however you want to think about it. What I'm trying to do is open up your eyes to a process, a framework that eliminates the days and gives you a process, because it can happen faster. It may take you a little longer when just starting, okay? So now we want to upsell them more service. It could be $1,250 a month, whatever it might be. So let's collapse this to $1,250 a month and make it more suitable for those new people out there. So now on day 8, we're now running trial for client number 2, okay? We're going to do the same process. We're going to try to charge them a setup fee the same way that we did for client number 1. I'm going to charge them the $597 a month. We can even increase this $597 for one service, again, with AI. I like to add AI as the setup fee and keep this the same and say, hey, I'll set this up for you for $1,000 and I'll keep the monthly price the same. You can play with these numbers however you want. And then what I'm going to do again with this client number 2 is I'm going to ask for a nice warm referral. And then I'm going to run client number 3's referral, and now I'm going to, on day 10, upsell the client at $2,500 a month. And if you do the math, you're sitting at $7,000 to $10,000. But what's more important is, even if you cut all of this in half and you say, you know what, I suck at this, I'm going to only charge $297 a month, okay, which, by the way, is $3,564. Times, let's say, 3 clients, but this is not where the magic happens. It's about $10,692 a year. Then I collected $3,000 in setup fees one time. And let's say out of the 3 clients, okay, so client 1, 2, and 3, this person grabbed $1,250 package, this person didn't grab anything, and this person grabbed a $997 package. Well, you added, and then the other guy is $597. You added $2,800 a month. $2,800 times 12 is $34,000 a year. Now you're going to say, James, you told me this video was going to teach me how to make $10,000 in 10 days. You liar. And so I'm here to tell you that sometimes when you aim for something and get a process in place and actually try to do it, you actually do better than $10,000 in 7 days or 10 days. You added $34,000 per year to your bottom line, which is $2,800 a month. And you actually have a process that you could do every single day. And who cares about the 10,000 in 10 days? Because you found a way to add high ticket paying clients to your bottom line. And if you look at what 2,500 times 5 is, we all know what that is. It is the golden over $10,000. That's $12,500 and about $144,000 a year with just 5 clients at $2,500. I see the industry and the world online. And again, there's a pendulum here, right? It was all about high ticket. Now it's all about low ticket. And then it's going to go back to high ticket. But I'll be the consistent one to tell you that the low ticket upselling to high ticket is the way you should be running your business. And I hope you get a lot out of this video. Like, subscribe, comment down below. And if you want this process laid out to you on a silver platter, comment down below and I'll send you the private link. Peace.